Okay, hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm posting a vlog. I'm also introducing new Chibi Me PNG tuber because I can't decide between putting on my face or just doing a PNG tuber. I like both. So this channel is going to be both. Um yeah, I recently aged. I took a birthday trip to LA to see friends and to hang out and have a fun time. So that's going to be this vlog and I hope you enjoy it. Also, if you don't want to be spoiled on certain Disney rides, maybe this is not the vlog for you because we filmed quite a bit of the rides. Just letting you know. Okay, let's get on to it. So, me and one of my friends took a bumpy flight to LA where we landed and met up with our other friends, and then in the evening went to Medieval Times. Dude, I'm so excited for Medieval Times. It's on my bucket list. I've never been to a Ren fair, and I'm afraid that I will never be to one, even though that is also on my bucket list. So Medieval Times is as close as it's gonna get. It was super fun. Really enjoyed it. I actually thought it was like less campy than I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be kind of lame. But it was fun. My one complaint is that not enough people dressed up. There were people there in like full business suits and like BS like that. Like, this is medieval times. What are you doing? At least put on a cape or something. It's cringe, man. Anyway, we got in to the arena, and as you can see, it's all lit up and beautiful. We were the green team. When you get in, they just kind of randomly assign you a team, and I predicted that we would be the green team, so I felt pretty good about that. Then they sit you down and they start getting your drinks and whatnot. This is the bill of fare, as you can see. I didn't film the actual food. I forgot to film the food. I will say this: that chicken that they have at medieval times is something special. I don't know what the fuck they do to it, but it is the most crispy skinned, flavorful, juicy on the inside rotisserie chicken I have ever had in my life. Everything else, was good to like mid, but that chicken, I mean, it was like crack. It was so good. So good. Anyway, moving on. Here we are getting excited. Woo! And now all of the knights and showrunners and all that kind of stuff are going to come out. Here's more clips of the show. They also walk around with these little bags of like light up roses and swords and whatnot. I really wanted one, but then I didn't know how I was going to pack it in my suitcase because it was like a full length sword. So said no to that. Bummer. This is kind of the opening show here, the sequence where they introduce the teams. There's our guy, the Green Knight. Yeah, the Green Knight. He was fine. Um, Spoiler alert, he didn't win anything, really. At least I don't remember him winning anything. We definitely didn't win, like, the big thing. But he was cool. Um, there was this one little girl in our section who was, like, pumped for the Green Knight. Like, she was screaming. She must have been, like, 9 or something. It was crazy. Anyway, here's more of their, like, paradey stuff. They come around with their horses and their knights, and basically everybody on the same side of the stadium as you is, like, an ally, I guess. Here they are jousting. I feel bad for these horses, man. I can't imagine doing this every night under these bright lights with people screaming. They kind of just do this like little jousting thing back and forth. Yeah, then they dramatically fall off the horse. This is the part that kind of gets campy, where it's very much oh, what would you call it? Like not I mean, it's theatrical, but it's like overly theatrical. They kind of just keep doing this until they get off their horses and fight. Okay, so here's like an actual fight where they've got their swords and they're going shing, shing, shing. Their swords are cool because when they hit it, it'll like spark. It may be kind of hard to see from this distance, but I thought that was a fun little detail. The whole time we were watching this, I kept thinking about like the job description for applying to work at medieval times. Like, you have to be able to A, ride a horse, and then B, like, do stunts and that sort of like play fighting, like theatrical fighting thing, and then also be able to like act and interact with a crowd. And it's a very like specific list of abilities. And I don't know where they find these people. Like really, I do not know. Maybe all of the acting part of it, sure, because you know you're in Southern California, you're not far from Hollywood. I kind of get that. But then the horse riding element, like, do they teach you how to ride a horse, or do you have to have horse knowledge prior to working? What is, you know what? I'm just gonna go apply to medieval times. I'll just go apply and I'll find out. Oh, and here we have the Blue Knight being cornered by all the other knights because he was a dirty knight and he was traitorous and he didn't win fair and square and like stabbed some guy in the back and kicked him in the balls and that kind of stuff. That actually did happen. He did kick somebody in the balls. And the next day we went to Disneyland. Woo! Honestly, I wasn't really expecting to go to Disneyland on this trip only because I had already gone like 2 years ago. And as an adult, I don't know. Disneyland is fun and it's fine, but there's definitely parts of it that I'm like, oh, this is strictly for little kids. This is strictly for children under the age of 5. Um, so it was kind of like I was a little hesitant to go, but then I had one friend who had never been before. So I said, okay, well, she's never gone. Like, we should all go. Anyway, we took the train around Disney as we were waiting for the rest of our group to like finish up on a ride. Honestly, kind of underrated. I really like that experience. And it also is kind of a ride within itself. It's like not just a mode of transportation. Anyway, then we got to meet Mickey, and then we went to the Star Wars Galaxy Edge area because my friend spent $300 buying a fucking lightsaber. This is him picking out the lightsaber handle or whatever. I mean, it's a very cool and like immersive experience if you're into Star Wars. I am not. I know pretty much nothing about that IP. But yeah, he's having a good time. This is him inside the space where they're like actually assembling it. I didn't get to go in because they only let you have 2 people at a time with the person building it. And like I said, I'm not really into Star Wars, so I thought I'd let other people go. Side note, while this was happening, me and another friend tried to go find the blue milk stand. Okay? The blue milk stand. You know, though that's the thing that everybody talks about with Star Wars Land is the blue milk. Gotta go get the blue milk or the pink milk or the green milk. Okay? I want to tell you all something right now. The blue milk stand was fucking closed. What do you mean the milk stand is closed? It said on the app closed for refurbishment. What are you refurbishing? It's milk. It's milk. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that was the one thing that I was actually excited for because I've just heard people talk about this goddamn milk. Nope, it's closed. Closed for refurbishment. You don't get your milk because we're refurbishing the milk. What are you doing? You upgrading the cows? It's ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. I was so pissed off. Yeah, I just wanted my milk. So here he is continuing to build his little thingy, and then here is the final part where they get to light it up and finish it, and whoa, so cool. Actually, it is really cool. I kind of wish I was there watching it happen, but at least there's video of it. So he got a green lightsaber, and then he has like 2 other colors too. I think it's red and white. And then they all hold it up and have a little fun time with it. I don't know. I don't get Star Wars. I don't care for Star Wars, but you know, I respect people that do. You called me a bitch. Yeah! Oh my god, you made it sound. Then we took the Mark Twain riverboat, which again, kind of underrated. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm an old fart now, but I really like just going on a boat and like being driven around the park instead of going on the little rides that, you know, all the baby children's are screaming about. Here we are, woo, coming in. I don't know why my friend is zooming in like that. Forgive him. Oh, we saw these ducks. Lots of ducks at Disney. And there were little ducklings, too. Oh, my gosh. And then there was a duck fight. There was a duck brawl, and the ducklings were left unattended, and I was freaking out. Oh, my God. So cute. Honestly, this may have been my favorite part of the day. Not gonna lie. Then we did the Astro Blasters ride in Tomorrowland. I really like this ride, except for the fact that every time I've gone on this ride, I never get, like, more than a few hundred points. Like, people are in 6-digit numbers with their points. I do not get more than like a couple hundred. I'm not that bad at aim, okay? I know that I'm not bad at aiming. I just think I always get a dud little laser shooter. This thing, I feel like I always get a dud. It never works for me. Anyway, this was really fun, and it is kind of like a little kid ride, but it's nice if you're an adult whose legs are tired because you just sit and point and shoot. This was another Star Wars ride. I think this was Rise of Resistance. I did not go on this because it was a 2-hour wait, and I was not about that. Okay? Don't care for Star Wars enough for me to wait 2 hours in line to do it. But it looks cool, and the rest of the group had a really fun time with it. Also, 3, 2, 1 spoilers for this ride. I'm going to try and cut it down some, but yeah, this is pretty much the entirety of the ride.
I hear you're a fine-looking group of recruits. Well, no time to waste.
Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. Drone droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. I said down! This does not look good. Try to find another way down to the escape pods.
At around 2 p.m., we went over to California Adventure because we had reservations at the Lamplight Lounge, which I had heard really good things about, and I've never done like an in-park dining reservation, so I thought it was worth a shot. They were also having their California Food and Wine Festival, so there was a bunch of like little pop-up shops offering special food as well. That was really cool. This is the lamb chop with drunken noodles. That was like the chef's special for the month. And then they had these donuts, which I guess is what like Lamplight Lounge is actually known for. This was like a Dubai chocolate inspired donut. Honestly, this was the best food that we ate in the park. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. If you're going to do in-park dining, like I think Lamplight Lounge is kind of where it's at. After that, we went over to Cars Land, which was like my big thing. I really wanted to go to Cars Land. Here's my idiot friend. Here's us on the Radiator Springs ride. This ride was way more intense than I thought it was gonna be. I mean, you can hear us screaming in it. I really, really like this ride for the visuals of it. I think it's really well done. Like, you actually kind of feel like you're in the Grand Canyon. I mean, obviously on a smaller scale, but it's very nicely done. And even like the animatronics and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it really was like you're in the movie. Like sometimes with the Disney rides, like the Pirates ride, for example, it's a little kitschy and it's a little uncanny valley, but this was really, really good. And I thought the artistry behind it was really well done. And here's some more footage of us screaming on this ride. It is more intense than it looks. I guarantee you. It's like I came off that ride dizzy. And then here's a fun glamour shot of us on the ride. Look at my face. Yeah, that's it's so attractive. So wow. I don't know how people take good photos on these things. I was screaming for dear life. We also did Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is formerly known as Splash Mountain. I was so scared for this ride, but I think this ride was more doable and less intense than the Radiator Springs ride. No joke. Like, this ride actually was super fun. I wouldn't suggest doing it at night because that's when we did it. And you get wet, like super wet. You can see us all wearing our ponchos, still got wet, still got soaked, still had to change my clothes. Bring an extra pair of clothes when you go to Disney. Highly recommend. But it was super fun. Like, I I would be more keen on doing this one again than I would Radiator Springs. Both rides were fun, but Radiator Springs really was more of a roller coaster than I was expecting. And then we watched the fireworks show, and that was really nice. I've never seen the fireworks in the park. I've like seen them from a distance. It was a really good show. I would recommend sticking around for that if you've never done it before. I will say this though, they do sort of corral you like cattle for this part. They have all these Disney employees like roping off areas and pushing you into this little circle and being like, okay, if you want to watch the fireworks, you got to stay in this little circle and you can't leave. You can leave, but like you do kind of feel like cattle, which makes sense, but I was like, excuse me, I'm not a sheep, thank you. The mashup of music that they have for this actually is really impressive. The way that they've managed to sort of super cut all these different Disney songs into one like cohesive theme song, I guess. I thought it was really impressive. And the fireworks are fun. The next day we went to the Aquarium of the Pacific. So I've been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which is like the sister aquarium to this place. And funny enough, at one point during the trip, we had an Uber driver who said that he liked this aquarium more than the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Personally, I feel different. I think I like Monterey more, but this aquarium is still really, really nice. And we were mostly going for the penguins because one of my friends is really into penguins and she wanted to see penguins and I was going to deliver penguins. Also, they have a lorikeet for us, which I'll show you in a bit. That was probably my favorite part of the aquarium. I love fish, but I'm like so bird coded at this point in my life that being able to be with the birds was really special. Anyway, here's some B-roll of fish. Look at all them fishes. They had quite a few sea animals. They had sea lions. They had sea otters. Yeah, they had sea otters. They had penguins. They had like crabs. They also have frogs there too. Technically not a sea animal, but you know. Then they had different exhibits based off of different aquatic environments. So they had like a tropical fish section that had all of your Finding Nemo fish. And then I think they also had axolotls there. So if you're into axolotls, hey, they're there. They also have like freshwater fish and a couple outdoor exhibits too, where you get to actually interact with the animals. We got to hold a shark egg. That's crazy. Look at it. What is that? Here we are touching the rays. There's this really beautiful spotted ray. I don't know if you can see, but it's got like little blue spots all over it. If you've ever touched a sea creature before, you know that they're just sort of generally slimy. But if you're not averse to slime, fun thing to do. I mean, how many people can say that they pet a freaking ray? Here's an eel that looks like a log, but an eel with some lobsters crawling over it. And this beautiful fish. Look at him. He's so pretty. Oh, and then we got these squid hats because I saw Vanilla Mace do a vlog where she bought a squid hat from the Aquarium of the Pacific. So I wanted to get said squid hat too. Here are the penguins. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. It's breeding season for them. So they weren't like fully out. A lot of them were kind of in their holes, like doing their thing with their eggs. But that's okay because they're still super cute and I'm glad we got to see them. And then here are the lorikeets. Oh my god, look at them. They just like sit on your hand and you can feed them. What the shit, dude? Ugh. If reincarnation is a thing, I hope I come back as a bird because I just love them. I mean, look at them.
The grace, the dignity, the bird.
Becca was asking if this is the bird that you had with you earlier.
It is. It's a very drunk bird.
After that, we went to Chinatown, which was super fun. We got really good dim sum. But then Mother Nature reared her ugly head and I started feeling like butt. So I left. I went back to our accommodations while the rest of the group went out and had some fun exploring LA. They went to the Griffith Observatory. And they went at sunset, which was super nice because everything had this really pretty glow to it. And got a nice view of LA, smog and all. This is the interior. There's a bunch of different like science-y things, and I really wish I had gone, but yeah, I wasn't feeling up to it. And then on the last day, we went to the Queen Mary, which is this big ship that's kind of a sister ship to the Titanic. Not an exact sister ship, but I think they were built around the same time, and I think also by the same company. I personally have been on it before, so I didn't go with the rest of the group. They just went and took pictures outside of it and then kind of had a fun time around that part of LA. And then we all came back. We took an hour drive to LAX. Freaked out because I thought TSA was going to be a nightmare. Actually wasn't. So that's all good. And that was the end of the birthday trip. And now I have post-trip depression. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but every time you have a good trip and you come back and you're like, oh my God, please, I don't want to come back to real life anymore. Anyway, thank you for watching this vlog, and stay tuned for more stuff coming to this channel. I know I didn't post last month. Sorry, I got sick, okay? I was ill, but I am planning on posting more here and hopefully more frequently as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!